don't follow trends. Sit down with my chest. No, I will not bend. I don't follow trends. Sit down with my chest. I will not bend.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Ready, set!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
Now, these two teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own...
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Down. Right, 97.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2nd and 5 from the 8. He'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement, because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The Cowboys come in search of win number 9 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Number 46.
Fourth down, Prescott. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
A give to Barkley out of the gun, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they'll turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to spring it out towards the sideline and never let him get the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket. waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. 2nd and 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action now. Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Swinging this out for Pollard. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. There's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe...
And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, At least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Now Prescott on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Let's go.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw again.
Another pass complete to Bellinger.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2nd and 5 now. Prescott.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Final play of the half, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Prescott. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short, 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
A 2-yard gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And he will have a Giants first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
They go play action here on first down.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Giants.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now back to throw.
He finds his man. It's Robinson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw.
Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
He's a gain of 13, but it's third down.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight. And my goodness, another interception. A little juke.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw here.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Ready. Right.
They'll set up to throw.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On play action, Prescott. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
3rd down and 13.
47.
Third and long for Prescott.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. Here we go. 46, 46. And 47. 47. Here we go. 47. Here we go. 54 right here.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into the hands of Patrick, left side. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz.
Big strides, look at him go.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And again, it's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's Elliott, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before...
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations? In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Fielded at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Okay, ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Ready up?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Here's Dak.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
To throw, Prescott. Tosses the out route here to Gallup.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Ready.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Here we go.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Giants, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.